Bitcoin got a massive rejection from the 92K, guys, and as you can see, it happened exactly what I have been saying. Every time we are in a downtrend, what is happening is that the 10 EMI start to be a resistance, and you can see the blue line over here start to be a resistance. They couldn't even reach the 55 EMI, and we already going down again. And there is a potentially area we're gonna go and visit below, even below the previous one, which was 80,000, guys. So I want to talk about that. We're gonna analyze the daily, the weekly as well, and also I want to talk about something crazy is happening right now. We have already fought before during the bull market, but nobody was really paying attention because the price was just going up. But now that it's going down, start to come again all these things about MicroStrategy, what they're doing, because they just accumulating debt and buying a lot of Bitcoin. Are they going to sell Bitcoin or not? And now we have the CEO saying already that they will sell. We're gonna see when and in which moment they will do it, and if they're doing it already. Also, I want to talk about the fall that is happening to USDT as well, and you need to keep that in mind that during the bear market it's going to come a lot of cascade of really bad news and fall that's going to happen that potentially can even trigger the price to go down. You know that normally it does not really follow the Bitcoin, do not follow the news, but during the bear market you're going to hear all that, so we're going to cover that as well in order for you to have another idea, because in some cases it's quite important, because if the company, like for example USDT, is going to broke, then it's gonna be happen something really negative to the market. So if you want to know what actually the charts are saying to us in this week, just stick around, guys. So for now, let's go to the daily and let me show you. This is really insane, guys, because it's exactly happening what I was saying in my previous video. I was saying that the bulls are getting super weak. That's why the price have not even have any bounce. And also potentially we don't need to have that bounce. I mean, we have been having historically, we will have the bounce, but we don't need to have. The market don't need to complete us. And this is something you need to understand. Like everybody's waiting over here. I was saying already that it doesn't look good because we're going with really low volume. Not like we need to have a massive volume like in the case when we were selling in this area, but we have no volume at all. The Fortuna line is still in this position. It's going super slow, and we potentially gonna even make a second valley here. We're gonna see if that happens or not, but for now it looks like, because we massively going down, guys. So something you need to have in consideration as well, that the market not going to do what everybody expect. That is happening as well to the altcoin market. Like everybody was calling for the altcoin season, and we haven't seen anything compared to the previous bull market. We have been just seeing the portfolios negative because there have been just a couple of them who did really good, but also it's nothing compared. If you're new to the market, it's nothing compared to the previous seasons, because in the previous season we were just printing money as F, like completely crazy. But this time haven't happened. Mostly has happened, of course, just in Bitcoin if you bought below around this area of the 15,000. So that's something you need to keep in mind, because potentially we're going to go and we could go down, and after that we could have the bounce that everybody's having. This I mentioned already like 2 videos ago as well. Why? Because everybody now, they think they know everything now. They know exactly how the market works, and you know the market loves to F everybody. And once we have this downtrend, when we start the downtrend, everybody start to say that now we're gonna have this bounce. Everybody gonna have this bounce. And why I wasn't being so optimistic is because everybody in the space. So next you can see, and also in fear and greed, you can see we have an extreme fear for a long time already. And everybody is expecting the bounce. Why? Because many people got caught around here. They haven't sold enough, or they didn't took enough profits. So now everybody's hoping the Bitcoin price to have this bounce in order to sell in that area. That's what's gonna cause the rejection of the bull trend. And we're going to have the confirmation to the downside. And that's why the market doesn't need to give them to them. The market can continue struggling the emotions on everybody and just squeezing to fear in order for them to sell below. And once the market have pressure everybody to sell below, we're gonna go up. That's why you need to always have patience, and it's depending about how you manage your portfolio. You're gonna be holding in those hard moments, or you're just gonna be selling at a loss. Because if you was buying around this area, guys, you definitely was not subscribed to the channel, because I have been calling exactly at the top. October the 6th, I was calling I'm selling and calling to the risk. So that's why you should subscribe to the channel, guys. Smash that like as well. If you have been with me, if you have been following me, congratulations to you, because now we save all this area. And the craziest thing right now is that it's not only a dip. I mean, this is something already critical that is happening, even though everybody's calling that it's just a dip. Like in this case of the virtual bacon, we shouted to him because I mean he has been bringing a lot of I had been in the space for a long time already, but there's some stuff I don't really agree with him, because he has been calling already. This is November 24, and even below, before the 24, he was calling all the time that it's just a dip. It's just a dip. It's nothing to be scared and everything. And then recently, I was surprised, because recently he just said every bull market teaches the same lesson. Unrealized profit isn't real. You only win when you click sell. And this is so true, but it's so fucked up as well, because it's like the case of Car from the Moon. I was saying last time to you, like all the time just saying that it's just a dip, and people are just following and buy that. If you're one of them, I mean, I'm sorry to you guys, you should subscribe to the channel, because what I want to do here is that you learn, you took the tools by on, and then you reading what the market is telling you, and accordingly you're going to be acting in the market, so you won't be missed behind. Because when you just listen and like whatever people and just saying that it's the dip, there are many dips, but there are also some really big indicators, like the one I was saying to you when we close below the 55 EMA. I mean, this was a hard one, and people still calling that it's just bounce, it's just a dip, and then we're going to continue going down. We will see that maybe around, but for now, since I was selling here around the 125, 120, 110, I don't care, because if we go bullish around the 110, 105, I'm going to buy again and still going to be with profit. So that's why we need to take care of everything. And I wouldn't be just taking the word. So I used to read people, and what's always triggered me this kind of emotion. That's why, guys, that's why I decided to make this video, because I passed for all that. Well, not the video, but the videos, and see, to open my channel and share my experience as well, because I did pass for that, and I was reading a lot of people, and then it was really insane to have this feeling that I should I buy, should I not buy, and at a certain point, I never did. I'm the person who loves to research, and then I was researching and start to learn a lot about Bitcoin, about the altcoins, about the ICOs, about how to invest in directly into the public, the private sales, and that's what made me make a lot of money in the space. But I went directly there, and not just because people was calling to buy the dip, to buy what they holding and were not. But many people do that. I don't really get it, because I personally, my money, my time is precious, so I don't gonna be just throwing money with whatever influencer is saying. So that's how I start to navigate in all that area, and helped me a lot to understand the market and the space as well. And that's something that you should do as well. And this is something that I always encourage, because if you just follow what someone said like this, you're gonna lose all your money, because after that, this is November 24, after that, you're gonna get something like that to smash in your face for not learning by your own. Because probably he sold or not, I don't really know, but what he's saying here is so true. But what he's saying here, for some people, it's gonna be emotion, and they're gonna be buying, but they don't even have any idea of technical analysis, and you're just going to continue buying and buying when the Bitcoin price continue going down. And even worse if you're doing through altcoins, because altcoins are really, really in bad position. So just keep that in mind, because and this is why I prefer to sell when the Bitcoin price is going up instead of going down, because the unrealized profit, they are not real. They're just numbers on the screen. You need to have that in mind. They're just numbers on the screen until you click the button sell. When you click there, then you have them. But otherwise, It's just imaginary numbers, and you need to keep that in mind. It's really easy in crypto because 10,000 is not 10,000. So you ended up just feeling it like it's 100, and so on and so forth. So we are used to just manage big numbers, and then your brain is something, your brain that get used to that, and then you don't care that much, and then you never click sell, and that's a big mistake that you don't want to do, guys. That's why I was calling around this area 125, because I have been saying this. If you let me show you this really quick. I say this already since December 2024. Here you can see, keep an eye around 120k per Bitcoin. That's why I saw that we were here around the 120, 125, but the impulse was lower than the beginning. In the beginning we have 100% and 35 retracement. Here we have just, let me show you, it's like 17 or something. Yeah, like 20% was nothing compared to the impulse we had before. And that's why there was a big call for me to start selling here. And also that was just the consolidation. I was keeping a track in the weekly. And once we start to break it up, I said to you, mostly we go up and then down, and then we see if we continue going up. But we just went down and down and down, something I wasn't expecting, but I ended up selling the top of a consolidation I have on track since we were around this area. It was May. I was following this consolidation here. I have been posting in all the records are in my videos. And once I was here, I was saying as well, I was selling. I'm gonna link that in the description below, so you can also watch that video. And congratulations to you again if you follow my videos and you follow as well the selling in that area, because now you profit. And let's say that the bear market is not here, which I don't think that is true. I mean, the bear market is here. And for now, with the rejection we have last week, is here to stay. I mean, we're gonna have that bounce sooner or later, but here to stay. And just keep that in mind, guys, because this was a selling point according to the consolidation we have, but we went even down. So that's why I started selling around 120, 110 as well, because I did saw the weakness and the market, and that's why I shared to you as well. And I sharing this experience I had as well, in order for you to don't fall into that. And if you fell already, that's why I encourage again, learn and learn and learn and learn. Subscribe to the channel. You're gonna be learning with me. I want to share this with you as well, because I don't want that you just get for people like just writing this and then you have a smash in the face. I mean, this is so true, but you should not write this, because many people are going to get falling into emotion. They can put all the money there, which is also the fault of people. I never did. I won't do it, because I just think they're super stupid to put the money where someone is just writing a tweet. Maybe you don't care. I mean, maybe you do money super easy and you don't care if you lose it or not, but in my case, was not like this. I have done I do it with my time, with my business, and it's something that is for me is pressure, because it's my time. So for everybody it's different, guys. But now let me go back quickly to the chart and let's see what is going on. So in the weekly it's not that good. We can see if we go, which it looks like you want to go, if we go above the horizontal line, this is no bueno, guys. It's gonna be really crazy for the downside. We're gonna continue, and probably we're gonna go and retest this area. We're gonna be even in the oversold area. So the next price I'm keeping an eye on, if we don't hold the 85,600, if we don't hold this area, pretty much is exactly where we have to bounce. If we don't hold that area, the next target I'm looking is around the 76, guys. We're gonna go and test this area, which aligns with the support we have before. Keep that in mind, because potentially we're gonna be drawing there in the next weeks if we don't hold this area. If we hold this area, potentially gonna go and retest here, and this is gonna be probably the big sell-off that everybody's waiting here. Everybody's waiting here. Why? Because they have not sold anything. They have sold nothing. Many bulls are there. They have not sold anything, and that's why they trying to convince you that the bull markets continue to go up, and the rally is going to continue going up. I don't see that in the charts, guys. You can see how we broke the structure we have. We have here a nice bullish structure, but we broke it here. And this bounce, I would say almost like with 90% certainty. Maybe I'm wrong, guys. Maybe I'm wrong. We will see. But if I'm wrong, I will say to you, but it's not about being wrong or not, because I'm saying to you, if we overpass this area, which is possible, but the highest probability is that we won't, because it's a massive. It was a massive support. Now it's a massive resistance in this area. If we overpass that, then it's going to be bullish again. And we can buy here. Doesn't matter. We buy here in the confirmation, and we're going to go continue to alpha million. I don't care. But until we don't have that, this is just a resistance, and we're potentially going to have a rejection for there. Why? Because there is a lot of people that they're still in denial. Let me show you this. They're still in denial. They're still denying that, and yeah. This is no bueno, guys. Yeah, look, exactly. That's right. Check the retail comments. Basically, most in denial. QT is ending. Michael Saylor, Tom Lee. This is something I'm going to enter now. Michael Saylor, Tom Lee are bullish. I mean, yeah, they continue being bullish. Roll Paul say, yeah. Roll Paul continue following the liquidity. But this, I don't really think that is the case. The people that say the 4-year cycle is over and stand are essentially claiming the new bull market is simply an station of previous. Yeah, exactly. And we here in this area, I say already like days back, we are in this anxiety denied area. In that area we are. Yeah, just keep a mind on that, because we potentially going to continue going down, guys. Until we change the trend. Then I'm going to come here. That's why you should subscribe to the channel, because I'm going to come here and tell you I'm buying. Once I tell you I'm buying, you do you. I'm going to be doing me, but I'm going to be buying and buying. And the biggest opportunity is always in the bear market. That's why you should be excited. If you're new to the market, you did not invest 100% at the top, or you have not invested anything. The bear market, let me tell you, what everybody's just claiming a lot of thought that we're going to go to zero, that nothing's going to happen. Again, that we don't going to have any bull market. That's the best area to buy, because the best area to buy was here around the 100, the 15 and the 20K. I didn't buy 15, to be honest. I bought around the 25K, but from there to the top was 500% that you don't gonna get anywhere. And with that 500%, people saying that we did not enter to the bull market, that we have the worst bull market ever, I don't really see that. That's why I was a little bit not optimistic here at the top, because people were saying we still have to have another big rally, which was not true. We have already a super big rally that was different to the other ones, because was no parabolic, but was a little bit slow and then up, slow and up. Yes, it was different, but we have a rally. So yeah, and then the daily, guys, before going back to the thought, and the daily, potentially, I mean, you see, we still with strength in the Fortuna line. We just bend a little bit and start to go really massive down. I think we're gonna close the daily here for the candle. You can see the candle. I mean, yeah, I mean, like, let me see. We have like 4% or something. Yeah, no, even more, like 8%. 8%, and this happened just in the midnight. It happened in the midnight, and was a lot of people got liquidated. The Fortuna line still with strength. We're potentially going to do a second valley here. We're going to go in oversold territory. I'm going to come every day and tell you what actually the market's doing, if we change or not. But if we don't hold these and we continue going down, guys, you know the next target is 76K, more or less. And yeah, I mean, we were going to be super close to the previous top. It was the 67. Let's see how fast we go there. Let's see how fast. So just keep that in mind. I don't trade in right now futures, because the market is really, there's a lot of manipulation right now, and I wouldn't be doing if I would be you. So I just waiting, observing still the market, observing. If we continue going down, then I'm gonna start buying, but I will let you know. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel, guys. Now let me go and show you this video, because everybody is a little bit scared as well if MicroStrategy start to sell because they own a lot of Bitcoin, and if they start selling because they're getting broke because the price is going down and nobody is lending them more money, the market is going to continue going down. They are one of the biggest sellers, and we still don't have retail, guys. I mean, retail did not appear this time, so who's going to be buying that? That's the question. Listen to that.
We can sell Bitcoin, and we would sell Bitcoin if we needed to fund our dividend payments below 1x NF. And that would be, by definition,
which I'm not wrong, they're already below that area that he just said.
Payments below 1x NF.
1x, yeah, they're already below that. So now everybody's wondering if they're already selling or not.
And that would be, by definition, if BTC yield is our North Star, right? That's sort of what our key, our primary KPI is, just like earnings per share might be an important KPI for a traditional company. Then under 1x MNAV, it's more accretive to BTC yield to sell our Bitcoin to pay the dividends. And so we would do it in that case. Now, that said, right, as we speak, we have to look at liability management. Are there ways that we can raise capital above MNAV to pay for things below MNAV? So there are things that we think pretty long and hard about. Just like in 2022, during Bitcoin winter, we thought long and hard about what to do with our secured loan, our Bitcoin-backed loan. We decided to buy back our Bitcoin-backed loan at 80 cents on the dollar. We're pretty nimble.
That was Silvergate.
That was Silvergate, yeah. And so now, as we're looking at Bitcoin winter, as we see our MNAV compressing, my hope is our MNAV doesn't go below 1. But if we did, and we didn't have other access to capital, we would sell Bitcoin.
But that would almost be a last resort.
That would be a last resort. And I think, look, there's the mathematical side of me that says that would be absolutely the right thing to do. And there's the emotional side of me, the market side of me that says, we don't want to really be the company that's selling Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, for me, the mathematical side wins.
So there you have. I mean, first they're going to start to selling another assets, and if they don't have any other option, they're going to start selling. So that's why you don't sell. Like many people get attached, don't sell Bitcoin, don't sell Bitcoin. I mean, in the monthly, I never sell. But you're here in the market because you want to make money. So just being honest with you, if the Bitcoin price got up, I'm going to be selling. If the Bitcoin price got down, it's going to be buying. That's it. Simple as that. And just accumulating. Why accumulating? How do I accumulate if I'm selling? I mean, I'm just accumulating and putting profits to the monthly, and the monthly I'm never going to sell, guys. I'm never going to sell. I'm just trading the daily, the weekly, and 4 hours in future when it comes the time. But right now, just observing, I'm not trading, like I say to you, I'm not doing any futures. So, I mean, that's one thing. I mean, now it's spreading the thought everywhere that they're going to sell, they're selling, and yeah, and this wouldn't be good for the space. The other thing as well, like Arthur was saying as well, it's about the USDT. There was putting this breakdown of the asset they're holding, and according to him, there would be only roughly 30% decline in gold in order to pretty much F the company of Tether. And then came Paolo, which is the CEO of USDT, saying that everything is fine, everything is nice, that nothing like that's gonna happen. There's just fraud. Let's see. I mean, they're pretty established, but let's see how this play out. And just keep in mind as well, like during the bear market, there's gonna be tons of bad news. Some of them is gonna be it's gonna happen. Some of them is gonna be true. Some others not. It's just the market is overacting, super drama. Crypto is all about drama. They're gonna get over drama and start to push a lot of bad news in order to have more the sentiment of the people that have been holding already from the top in order for you to sell. And once there is the last person who sold the Bitcoin, the price is gonna start continue going up, and then come the bull market again. So just if you have not taken any profits around this area, you probably was not subscribed to my channel, guys, so you know what to do. And if you were but you didn't have the time and you didn't took any profit here, wait for the bounce. Maybe it's a little bit painful because maybe we go to 76 and then we're gonna have the bounce, and by then the bounce maybe gonna be around 90, and we will see. Hopefully we don't go too down, but how it looks right now, it looks like we want to continue going down, but I will wait just for the bounce. If it comes, I mean, it needs to come at a certain point. I cannot say to you it's going to come for sure now because we see how massively we have the rejection. A certain point, we're gonna do it. A certain point, I cannot tell you exactly why, but either you start deviating the profit around here and in the bounce as well once it's happened, because once we continue going down, yeah, you want to be buying, and otherwise, if it's fine for you, just hold it and don't sell it and just wait for the next bull market. And for sure, we're gonna break the 125, and you're gonna be in profit again. I mean, remember, it's just if you sell in a loss, that's the only way to lose money on Bitcoin. Otherwise, you will never lose money in Bitcoin. Just hold, wait, be patient, and that's it. And that's it, guys. So that's pretty much what I want to bring to you in this video. Let me know if you have any question. I will really be looking forward for your commentaries in the description below. I'm gonna go and check them up. And yeah, let me know if you want to analyze any altcoins, because I don't personally do it even with Ethereum. I mean, they don't look that good, to be honest, and Bitcoin is just going down. So once Bitcoin start to chill, it start to go down, it start to go into a consolidation or something like that, I'm gonna start looking again for icons. Something I want to put on track, and you should do it as well, either not for buying right now, but for this bear market, one of the bigger players for the next bull market, not only privacy coins going to be quite interesting to watch, but ASTER, this token, new token, which is the competence, the competence from Hyperliquid, but this is hand by hand by CC from Binance. And this, I just think that's gonna play really, really good in the next bull market, guys. So just keep that on mind, and remember, subscribe to the channel, smash that like, share it with a friend, and remember, again, save in Bitcoin, guys. And see you tomorrow. Ciao, ciao.